As China's economic growth slows, people are looking for the next big driver of growth, and India seems to fit the bill.
India is one of the fastest growing major economies in the world, but what are the factors behind its impressive growth? We'll explore some of the reasons and implications of India's economic performance, as well as the challenges and opportunities it faces. But before we dive into the details, can you guess how fast India is growing in 2023? Is it 5%, 6%, or 7%? The answer might surprise you. Stay tuned to find out. India is projected to be the fastest growing major economy in the world in 2023 and 2024, according to the International Monetary Fund, IMF. The IMF raised its growth forecast for India to 6.1% for 2023 and 6.8% for 2024, reflecting momentum from stronger than expected growth in the fourth quarter of 2022 as a result of stronger domestic investment. India, like many other countries, has been significantly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The country's economic contracted by 7.3% in 2020-2021 due to the severe effects of the pandemic. However, India has shown remarkable resilience and adaptability in the face of this unprecedented crisis. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, estimates that India's real GDP grew by 9.5% in 2020-2021, supported by a strong rebound in consumption and investment, as well as favorable base effects. The IMF also expects India's inflation to moderate from 6.2% in 2021-22 to 5.5% in 2022-2023 and 4.8% in 2023-2024. This is a positive sign as it indicates that the country's economy is stabilizing and recovering from the effects of the pandemic. In addition to these economic indicators, India has been implementing various structural reforms to enhance its growth potential and resilience. These reforms are aimed at improving the country's productivity, competitiveness, and fiscal sustainability in the medium to long term. One of the significant reforms introduced is the Goods and Services Tax, GST. This tax reform has simplified the indirect tax structure in the country by replacing multiple taxes levied by the central and state governments within a single tax system. This has not only reduced the complexity of taxes, but also increased tax compliance and revenue collection. The enactment of a new bankruptcy law is another important reform that has been implemented. This law has made it easier for businesses to exit unviable businesses and has also improved the recovery rate for creditors. The liberalisation of foreign direct investment (FDI) rules is another key reform that has been undertaken. The privatisation of state-owned enterprises and consolidation of public sector banks are other significant reforms that have been implemented. These reforms are aimed at improving the efficiency and competitiveness of these entities. The government has also taken steps to improve labour market flexibility. This includes reforms aimed at making it easier for businesses to hire and fire workers, thereby improving labour market efficiency. Lastly, the promotion of digitalisation and innovation has been a key focus area for the government. This includes initiatives such as Digital India, which aims to transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. India has a large and young population, which provides a demographic dividend for its economic growth. According to the United Nations, India's population is estimated to be at 1.43 billion in 2023, accounting for about 18% of the world's population. Moreover, India's median age is projected to be 29.4 years in 2023, compared to 38.7 years for China and 42.6 years for the United States. This means that India has a large and growing labour force that can support its economic expansion and consumption demand. India's information technology and business process management sector have been recognised as part of the country's new economy. This sector has increased its contribution to India's GDP from 1.2% in 1998 to 7.5% in 2023. Apart from the IT industry, various other industries are also making significant contributions to the economy. India has a large number of innovative and entrepreneurial firms that have been expanding their businesses and creating jobs. Companies like Reliance Industries, Tata Group, Infosys, Wipro, Flipkart, Ola, and Zomato have made significant strides in their respective sectors. What do you think about India's growth prospects? Do you think India can sustain its growth momentum in the future? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please share it with your friends, and yes, do subscribe for more such insights. Stay tuned until next time. Bye!